Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, welcome. My name is Angela and I am a third-year teacher here in Southern California. And today's video is going to be about how to make your very own pair of teacher pencil shoes. These are modeled after my favorite pencil, which is Ticonderoga. So these are some Ticonderoga pencil shoes. I'm also doing a giveaway with the shoes that I'm painting today. So if you're interested in learning how to make your very own pencil shoes, or you want to learn how to win a pair of these painted by me, just keep on watching. Okay, before we start, I have to say another reason why I love these pencil shoes so much. It's because when I'm getting ready in the morning and I'm rushing, I'm just throwing on a shirt and some jeans. If you pop these on, it just makes your outfit look so much more put together for some reason. And it also makes a wonderful gift for your teacher friends if you wanted to paint them a pair. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started with all of the supplies we're gonna need for today's project. I like putting on an old shirt that I don't mind getting paint on because with paint, you never know, it's gonna just fly everywhere. Okay, so the first thing you're gonna need are a pair of canvas shoes. I got these blank ones from Target and they seem pretty good quality and they were $16.99. The only size that they had was a size 7, so that has to be the size for the giveaway. I'm so sorry, but that is the only size they had, which is rare because 7 is a pretty common shoe size. You can also get the white canvas shoes from Vans. These are the ones that I ended up buying for my pencil shoes. And you do not need to get Vans because it's very pricey in my opinion, but I just wanted to invest in a pair of shoes that I'm going to wear for a really long time, and these are really sturdy and really good quality, so I would recommend the Vans one as well if you wanted to spend a little more on your shoes. You can also get white canvas shoes from Walmart, which I think are more affordable. They're about $8 to $10. But when I was shopping around for shoes a while ago, the quality wasn't as good as the Vans ones. And feeling it right now, the Target ones are so much better in quality. So I would highly recommend the Target ones. They're from the brand A New Day and they're $16.99. So you definitely do not need to spend over $60 on your pencil shoes like I did, because I definitely would have chosen the Target ones for $16.99 if I knew that they were there. So get the Target ones, or if you can find any canvas shoe on Amazon, I think Amazon has some, I'll also link them down below. So next you need acrylic paint in the color yellow, pink, black, and tan. If you guys want your shoe to have that green Ticonderoga look, I highly recommend these green paint pens, and I'm gonna have a beauty guru moment. So of course, with painting, you're going to need some brushes and a cup of water to change out the colors and clean your brush. You also need some painter's tape to tape up your shoe. And lastly, you're going to need some acrylic sealer spray to make sure your paint stays on your shoe for a really, really long time. Alright, so the first thing you're going to do is take off the shoelaces, and you want to make sure you put the shoelaces in a place where you are not going to get any paint on them. So keep them in a nice, safe spot. Okay, so I'm going to put the shoelaces to the side right here. So your shoe should be nice and shoelace free. The next thing we're going to do is tape the shoe in all of the places that you are not going to paint. This is really important so you can get as close to the edge of the fabric without actually painting the sides of the shoe. So make sure you take your time. I like using my nail to kind of dig the tape in so I'm sure the paint doesn't seep through, but you know, at the end of the day, if there is paint on the sides right here, you can just get a little alcohol or some nail polish remover and use a Q-tip and take it right off. I also highly recommend watching a podcast or a YouTube video. You can watch my videos or turn on a movie while you do this because it's kind of time consuming. Or you can do a little shoe party once the quarantine is over and paint these shoes with your teacher friends so you guys can all be matching. That's what I did with my other shoes. We all had a little painting shoe party and it was really fun. So I started getting into true crime podcasts, and I don't recommend listening to it at night because it gets kind of scary, but it seemed pretty interesting. I do want to get into another Netflix show, but maybe you guys can give me some recommendations. I just finished the, I think it's the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, which was really good. I like TV shows with, you know, magical powers, mystical fantasy. I love Lord of the Rings, and Supernatural was really fun. So if you guys have any good recommendations, please leave them down below. I would love to watch a new show. The taping does take forever, and it doesn't have to be perfect, but I like getting as close to the line as possible as I can. I think I'm almost done. So after you tape the bottom part of the shoe, I highly recommend taping the inside bottom part of the shoe as well as the shoe tongue, which sounds horrific, but I think that's what it's called. And I'll show you why. Last time I actually got paint on the bottom of the shoe, and it was not a good time. And the Target ones have a nice striped pattern on the bottom, and I don't want to get some paint on. So I'm just going to tape the bottom of the shoe like this. So I would recommend putting the tape on the bottom like this, and also get one piece of tape and put the sticky part on the bottom of the little shoe tongue, and fold this part in once to make a little handle, so when you go ahead and paint the inside, you have something to kind of lift it up and down so you don't have to get paint all over your fingers. So first we're gonna start painting the yellow part of the pencil, so I'm going to tape where I want to put my pink eraser. So I'm gonna go ahead and start painting the base of the shoe yellow, and I'm just going to leave a little bit on the front blank so I can put my pencil tip as well as that little wood sharpening part. And it's okay if you paint over those white shoelace hole covers, because they're made out of plastic. Once you wipe them with a tissue, when it's dry, it'll just come right off. So I just go ahead and paint right on top of them. So now I'm going to grab that tape we put on the shoe tongue, and I'm just going to stick my paintbrush in there and kind of just blindly go at it until everything is covered. And because you put the tape on the bottom of the shoe, it'll be okay if some of the paint hits the floor or the sides, because that part you won't really see. Okay, so while my paint is drying, I'm actually gonna go ahead and paint the eraser. So I'm just going to take the tape off of where I put the eraser. So we have our eraser ready to go. So if you painted over the plastic shoelace covers, you can just get a piece of paper towel and just wipe it off when it's dry, and then it'll just come right off. Boop. Okay, next we need to decide how we want our wooden pencil shaping part. You can trace it out with a pencil, but I'm just gonna try to eyeball it and we'll see how it goes. So I eyeballed the shape and it came out okay. If you really want some nice clean lines, I would recommend doing a pencil and kind of tracing over, but I think it's okay. So I'm just gonna go ahead and wait for this to dry, and then I'm going to add black for the tip of the pencil. Sometimes you can just wing things and it turns out okay. Yay! Our pencil is finally coming along. All we need to do is add the Ticonderoga green lines once it's dry, and I think we'll be done. So for the Ticonderoga green lines, you're going to need a dark green paint and a light green paint. I like using these pens because they're a little more user-friendly. You're going to make 3 lines, one along the pink eraser, one thicker one in the center, and one on the outside, and the center one is going to have little highlight lines going across. So I'm also going to freehand this one because sometimes sometimes that's just easier for me. If you want to do a pencil, please feel free. It probably will come out neater. But for me, I am just going to go ahead and hand draw these. So I'm low-key a perfectionist, so little mistakes really bother me, but my mom always says, always leave room to mess up at least 10%. So when I'm making these shoes, I'm gonna say, you know, if there's little mistakes, 10% out of 100 is not perfect, then it's okay. All right, so there we go. I'm gonna wait for this center one to dry a little bit before I go in with the light green. So I'm just gonna go ahead and finish the rest of them. So my green is pretty much dry, so I'm going to go in with my lighter green shade and just start adding some highlight points. So when you feel like everything is all dry, you're going to take off all of the blue tape, and then you can go in and do some little touch-ups, because you'll find that sometimes where you, like for example right here, sometimes you miss a spot, and that's okay. We're just gonna go in and add in whatever paint we need to. I feel like this is the most satisfying part. Sometimes you'll find that the tape does not work, but you can just use some alcohol and wipe it off. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and wait for my shoes to dry, and then I'm going to put the shoelaces right back inside. Woohoo! We teleported outside because I need to spray the shoes with the acrylic sealer, and honestly, I'm not a professional with acrylic sealers, but this one seems to work pretty well, so I'm going to use this one. Here are my finished shoes. They're not perfect, but I put a lot of love into them, so I hope they go to a wonderful home. So I'm going to shake, and I'm going to use 2 coats of the sealer just to make sure everything's all sealed in. Okay, so the acrylic sealer has pretty much dried, so I'm going to do my best to put the shoelaces back in, if I remember how they went. Okay, so here are the final shoes. I used Sharpie to get the number 2 on the side right here, on the outsides, and the shoelaces are on, so I think they're done. As a huge thank you for all of my YouTube friends and Instagram friends, I'm going to be giving this pair away to one person, and I wish I can give everyone a pair, but please know that I am truly so thankful that you are watching my videos. I'll definitely be doing more giveaways in the future. Just a reminder that these shoes are a women's size 7, but they can definitely fit a 7.5. Okay, to enter this giveaway, all you need to do is follow me on Instagram at The Purrfect Pencil and make sure to subscribe to my channel. Give this video a like and comment your Instagram handle down below and what video you'd like to see from me next. The winner will be announced on Instagram on Monday the 27th, so make sure to enter in before then. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to my channel for more teacher-related content, and I hope you guys have a perfect day. Bye!